Well, here I am at the Cornwall Library at the Peter Cusack opening. Oh, I know who he is, yes.
I don't know if you just I did enter this red shirt first. Yes, do that.
But somehow that's, once I saw that, I couldn't really focus on anything else.
Yeah, interesting. I see it now.
You see it? Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Greg.
Oh, Richard, how are you? I'm on camera. Look at that.
Yes, you're on camera. I'll
Nice
get.
to see you.
Yes.
Thanks for coming
Oh, you're welcome.
and bringing your camera.
Well, yes.
And he brought all his
Did you have a
friends,
good
too.
painting experience yesterday?
Did I have a good painting experience?
Weren't you at the Union?
Oh, we were I was teaching a class.
Teaching a
Yes, which
class.
was an excellent painting experience. Yes,
Okay,
it was.
great.
We had 3 or 4 of us were painting from 10:30 in the morning till 1:30. I mean, till 1:30 in the afternoon,
Oh, okay.
not the next morning.
Well, I'm going to go around
Marathon.
and take.
Who are my viewers? Who am I talking to? Who am I trying to
This is
connect
going to be
with?
the website, the Cornwall website.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
this is Cornwallians, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Well, the whole world, actually.
Oh, yeah. that's the
Whoever
whole world.
is subscribed to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, you have a lot of followers.
Yes, somewhat.
16, 17?
Maybe 10.
Well, thank you for coming.
Sure.
So why don't you talk about the show a little bit? The oil paintings
Yeah,
in this
sure.
room and in the
Oh, okay.
conference room.
Okay, this
Want to give me a little tour then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we can start with the watercolors.
Okay.
Because this is where the whole process starts and is the sort of formal inspiration for the larger paintings. So, and some of these I did during COVID. This was my morning routine during the lockdown, getting busy early in the morning with a cup of coffee, which is a coffee cup here. So I'll just do still life, or I'll paint the plant that's in the house, or a bouquet of flowers. And then I'll look for other reference. This is a Michelangelo, a copy of a Michelangelo fresco at the Sistine Chapel. And then when the summer breaks, then I bring the watercolor box out into the field. And this is a tree from Cream Hill Lake, the association. This is my friend's child, Tempo. A landscape of the lake. Here I'm sailing in Montauk. It's early in the morning, off the bow of the boat in Montauk. This is a friend of mine. So I keep myself warm throughout the year, throughout the seasons, painting every day, so that when I pivot into the studio to a larger painting, I'm already warm and I have a language that I'm working on. So the idea is how to create a large oil painting that has the energy and the fluidity and the spontaneity of a watercolor. So, I work on what mediums and how to create viscosity in the oil paint, how to use my body and the paintbrush to create large gestures. And I think the ambiguity is also related to the ambiguity of watercolor, where form can kind of dissolve and you have to look for the form. So that's, I think, and for me, the watercolor is like one of the most exciting mediums because it sort of has a mind of its own.
Can we go to the next one then?
Yeah. So let's go to the next one.
Go ahead.
How you doing? So the next one is really about light, and I'm trying to create a subtle painting that mimics the luminosity of that you can experience in watercolor. So the idea is less about the act of painting, but more about the comparison of the subtle colors, the large gestures that still, even though it's very abstract and there's very little information, the rhythms reflect the rhythms that are in nature. So like for me, this is sort of like a large tree with branches and possibly a floor. For me, it's probably the lake, the Cream Hill Lake. So I'm dissolving the information and just sort of creating a gestural poem about the painting or about the subject.
Great. More?
You want to keep going?
Yeah, why not?
Follow me.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone's listening. I hear a lot of chatting. This is, Ann and I decided to place this painting here, which is kind of a coup because there used to be these like 19th century style really beautiful. Yeah, Ruth's work is really beautiful printmaker. They were gorgeous. So for me, I was like, wow, we're going to take that work down and put up this painting, which is sort of on the other side of the painting language, very abstract, airy. And here too, I'm boiling down the elements of a landscape down to like very simple means, so that it can become more of a lightweight poem that has volume and light, that's about the landscape, not necessarily of the landscape. And then this is my father.
Hi.
Hi. Everyone knows my father. This is this is a painting that I did while our friend Joy had just passed, and I was in the studio working. I had already started this painting, but it really came together through sort of going through the grieving of her loss, of my loss, or our loss of her. So this is really about the time when she passed. And here is a figure in profile that's sort of angelic. And I think this figure has lament. And I think the background takes place at the lake here in Cream Hill, which is a place that we spent evenings with her kids and her husband. So I think this is me as a painter moving through that loss.
Wow. You know what I love about the way you're describing these? Is the impressive small what I think this is.
I think, yes.
I like the absence of certainty.
Good. Me
You know?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, because it is all very curious process. And to keep the process open, I think curiosity helps. And pack in, everyone. Come on, get yourselves in. Come on, don't be shy. Right up front, let's get those people outside who are leaving. Come on.
Okay.
So then really, Ann and I tied that room. We used this painting to tie, because it really goes together with that sort of pinkish painting that was behind the desk. And it's also ideas about the landscape, very rudimentary. You know, green, earth, sun, sky, warmth, just a very simple language. And then I paired that with these two paintings, which are also probably about the landscape, but really it's about the energy of the landscape, using how the colors go together, you know, how behind there's a field with some sort of different kind of activity that has energy, and then over top is either sort of somber, or this I call the scent of summer, the scent, I call it basil, summer, or the scent of basil. So just the freshness of the color and the gesture of the painting, just about freshness and aliveness. And then this I think I called the winter pine. It's a little bit grayer, and this has a really deep green. So then this is just I also work figuratively. These are paintings about the Renaissance. These are Renaissance drawings, figures from Renaissance drawings, and I'm merging them with a sort of a clumsy, maybe I shouldn't say clumsy, but sort of a rudimentary other language that's about form and energy. These are two figures from drawings, Renaissance drawings, two male figures. Also same kind of idea, figure. I'm interested in ideas of crucifixion, so that's sort of like a crucifixion, yeah. Sacrifice. So then these are from watercolors directly. This is the tree at Cream Hill. This is about love, desire, based on a song called Fidelia. This is an imaginary painting. I call it Sarang. It's a gestural, figurative painting about being outside in the summer. Torso, another figurative painting, a little bit of the crucifixion in here as well. And then these are three figurative paintings that I did right in the middle of COVID when all that color was draining out. So this new show, all that work outside, is really about the reintroduction of color into my work, because this is in the dead of our lockdown, and everything just came out very gray. figurative work, about transition. There's 4 figures. Here's a subtle figure, chest. Another figure emerging.
Great.
And then the last 2. This is a theme that I work on often about creation, where there's 2 figures, some sort of angelic figure, which is probably the base of the kind of angelic figure that's out in number 1. And then I usually pair it with sort of a more natural human figure, corporeal figure. So this is divine, and this is earthly. And then this is just paired with a color field painting, also about the landscape.
Well, that's a great explanation of the show.
Thank you. I wasn't ready for that, but I appreciate it and enjoy it.
Big crowd, big crowd.
That's great when we get
Here at the Cornwall Library.
Everyone.
It's obvious that Peter's also a writer because he speaks very well about the art.
Thank you.
It's great.
That's it.
So the show